know.
Vibez.
You're here recording with Velvet Vibes, favorite of Velvet Vibes, your favorite podcast in the motherfucking world. But I can't tell you like Scorp. Talk to him, Scorp.
Oh man, you already know who it is. This is the number one motherfucking podcast of all motherfucking podcasts in the motherfucking world. Velvet
Indeed.
Vibes.
And I did wipe my booty before I came to this episode, so there will not be any dookie stains. So don't worry about that.
You left that out, man.
Oh, okay.
Did you use the wet wipes though?
I did make sure to moisten it myself. Self-made wet wipes. Just to drizzle that water. Turn on real lightly, you know.
So you lifted off the toilet, ran over to the sink, wet it up, and then went back? Or how'd you do that?
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. You gotta, and we talked about this. I just need to ask y'all, do y'all wipe while you're sitting down or you stand up?
Who the fuck said? Okay, so you have to wipe while you're sitting down, because if you stand up, then your ass is gonna clap both them all that shit together, and then you're gonna have to start over.
See, I don't do it sitting down. I think that's the one that's concerning. That's kind of like twerking on the toilet to me.
You gotta have strong leg muscles. You gotta have strong leg muscles for that.
Right. See, we got a split decision.
Strokes, my nigga.
The facts. But shoot, let me go ahead and introduce the show properly. Shout out to Acey Wild Child. Shout out to Lenopoly as they sit home and enjoy their peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Any other shout out to our sponsor, 500 Vodka. You know how we sipping. I don't got a cup in my hand, but we do got the goddamn merch on in this motherfucker. Anybody else got any shout outs? Talk to who need to. Tell them what you do. Tell them about your podcast, because we got other podcasters in the building. We'll start with Acey. Speak to him.
What up, man? What up, world? Yo, it's Ace Boogie with Radioactive Podcast, and I'm here to chill with Mr. Velvet and his co-host. You know what I'm saying? And have a good time, man. I'm here to have a good time.
Amen. And anybody deserve a shout out from you? I don't want you to get grounded.
Shout out to the family.
And then we have the good old Chris Miller in this biatch. Talk to him, my guy.
What's goody, fam? Thank you for having me. This is Chris Miller from the Chris Miller Show. I represent fiscal conservatives up in this bitch. Thank you for having me. I mean, it's always an honor, always a pleasure to be up in the Velvet Room, Velvet Vibes, Score Puncho, and Radioactive. We keeping it. We're gonna get live tonight.
There you go. And Scorp, they already know Scorp, but anybody need a shout out from you and anything you need any church announcements you need to put out there?
Oh, church announcement. Y'all go check out this song, Bandanas and Neckties. We need that streaming number one. We got some new hits coming up for y'all. Give a shout out to Amy, who be working my nerves all the time. Give a shout out to all the listeners, the guests, the previous guests that's been on. You know what I'm saying? Glad y'all on today. We're finna have a good time. I don't know what the topics is, so it's all new to me. All I know, we're finna have a blast and be a whole lot of laughs.
There you go. Shit, before we get into the bullshit, anybody see the debate? And are there any comments on that?
Speaking of bullshit.
That's your guy, though. That's your guy, Chris.
Hey, look,
Chris,
check it out, bro.
guy.
Yeah, you're damn right. But check this shit out, though. Like that was like watching two grown ass old babies slap boxing in a fucking pen. It was ridiculous, bro. Like it was the worst debate I've ever seen in my life. I'm voting for Trump, but I don't have to defend everything he does. I don't have to. I'm not sucking his dick. I'm not here to. I didn't vote for him so that I could date this dude. I voted for him because I wanted him to do what he's doing and make some change and actually put some policy our way. And he's been doing just that. So yeah, I'm gonna vote for him, man. That's my dude. That's my man right now for the minute. But we ain't fucking. You know what I'm saying?
What happened with because I didn't get to see it. I'm gonna check it behind.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only watched a couple of things because I know what it's all about. And what should have happened was he should have just let Joe Biden talk, because Joe Biden is an idiot. And anybody knows that the easiest way to to expose an idiot is just let them open their mouth and let them run their mouth.
It's
If
funny
he
because
would've-
they saying that on both sides too.
Yeah, I mean, but
So let the other one
fact
talk.
is, yeah,
But that's not true for Trump's side, though. I mean, come on now, Chris. Was Trump not over talking the whole time?
they were both doing it. But the thing is, and the thing is, Biden was the first one to overtalk. And if you want to go back to the tape, Biden was the first one to overtalk him. But what happened was that Trump, he should have just. I would admit this. He spoke too much. The easiest thing for Trump to do was to just let him talk, because Biden he can make himself sound like an idiot just fine. Trump didn't need to do a damn thing. But the fact of the matter is that he let himself get roped into any of this stuff when they started talking about his record. Man, Trump's record speaks for itself. But it was Biden that should have been doing all the talking and trying to prove to us why he's a better candidate. Trump his record proves that he's a better candidate. But I mean, these are all. I don't watch first debates because first debates is just like a first round of a title match. Like people getting their footing, trying to figure out what the other person's going to throw at them. The second round is where it really comes out. Everybody knows that when you're fighting. The second round, if you get to a second round, is where everything really comes out and the strategy comes out. Now, I say if you get to a second round, because if you think about it, they're already trying to say that Biden shouldn't do any more debates.
Oh, wow.
They didn't want to do this, but they're already saying, all the pundits are saying, man, that was a good showing. Let's not do any more. What they're really saying is, man, he escaped this one without doing some stupid stuff. Let's get out of here.
It sounds like the madness is on. Acey, what was your comments, or did you just turn it off and fire up something magical?
No. What I want to get at, Chris, is why your boy couldn't denounce white supremacy.
Oh, whoa, hold on. So, do you really want to go down this route? Because I can show you.
No,
listen.
no old stuff. Oh,
ain't no old stuff. He's been saying it. He's been saying it since the beginning.
Who cares about what he's been saying?
I do. Come on. I can't yell. It's nighttime in the house. I can't yell. I'm gonna tell you straight up. He has been. Since the beginning of his presidency, he has been saying that. He has said it at every turn. I don't know if you watched him in Charlottesville, but he said it then. He denounced it then. And you know what? I think that you're trying to revert back to when he's talking about the Proud Boys. Do you even know anything about the Proud Boys?
No.
What are you talking about then?
Okay, here we go. So this is my thing. Can we agree that stage that he was on right now is one of the biggest stages he can be on, correct?
No,
do you agree with that?
No, he's on the biggest stage of the world every single day.
No.
That's his job. It's his job to be. Let's stop. Just because you listened to it and it was your first time watching him speak does not mean that that's the biggest stage he's ever been on. He literally goes out in front of the world every single day on the biggest stage. Americans are watching him tonight. The world watches him every day. You think that just because you saw him for the first time and you thought that something was exposed to you, that's not the truth, bro. The truth is that he's been saying this every day, and what matters is what he's been saying and doing over the course of these 4 years. Not just what he said tonight or what you feel like he didn't say, but what he's been saying over the course of these 4 years that has made a difference. Now, the fact is that people have been making the mistake of listening to everything that the media says about him, or taking what he says and trying to twist it or make it out of context. Now, if we're going down that road, then we don't need to go very far to see who the real racist is when we speak between these two. Because I could tell you for a fact, and you don't even need me to tell you. You can sit there and look at Joe Biden's record, his past record, his now record, his everything that he has said about people of color in this past 3 years and in this past 6 months that will tell you that he is a stark, raving, not just a lunatic, but a racist. So what is it about Trump that you feel like is racist? What does he say?
He didn't answer the question. The point is the moderator asked him the question and he didn't answer it.
Which question?
You know exactly which question.
I don't.
I need to be enlightened myself. Hell.
Tell me which question precisely you're talking about.
He said, President Trump, can you denounce white supremacy? He said, what do you want me to call him? What do you want me to
what do you, he's done it so many times. What do you want?
It don't matter. I don't want to hear the excuses. He asked the question.
That's not an excuse. He said, which one do you want me to denounce? He's denounced all of them. The question was,
okay, they corrected it and said white supremacy. Okay,
So
they
why?
corrected it.
So the next thing that he said. So the next thing that Chris Wallace said was the Proud Boys.
No, he
Right?
didn't. He said white
Yes, he did.
supremacy. He
No,
said
he
white
said.
supremacy.
Okay, no, he did not. Go back to the tape. The next thing he
Oh,
said, because he said, "Tell me which one." He started doing this like he was
okay.
snapping. And he said, "Tell me which
He
one."
told them to
And then he said,
stand
"The
down,
Proud Boys."
stand by.
Yeah.
First of all, they
You know
said
why?
white
You know
supremacy.
why? Because the Proud Boys aren't a racist organization. They're the only organization that out there battling against Antifa. They've been painted as a racist organization because people want to be able to disaffiliate and disenfranchise them.
Mm.
I know plenty of Proud Boys that are black. I know plenty of Proud Boys that are Mexican. I know plenty of Proud Boys that are white. They are not there are some people in these groups, like just like any group, just like the Black Panther group or any group that you're gonna find stark racists in there. This group, by and large, is out there for a cause. They're actually trying to defend freedom and defend against Antifa. That's where they came from. They sprung up in defense against Antifa. They're
So,
not a racial organization, but
Chris, let me ask you this: do you feel that because you know how people be saying if you're black you can't be racist? Do you feel that you can be racist in black?
Oh hell yeah! The old black men are some of the most racist. With they have every right to be though. They have every right to be some of the most racist people on the planet. But I mean that speaks behind Jews. Jews are. It's actually written in their doctrine. They call people that are not Jewish goyim. I mean, but I'm saying it's not impossible to be racist no matter who you are. Racism probably was started by us. We were the first ones on this planet, right? I'm pretty sure that when we started seeing folks that look different than us, or people started people started popping up looking different than us. We were like, what the hell is that?
So are you telling me
stuff.
that black people created racism possibly?
I mean, possibly. We
created
everything else.
Maybe
Hey,
we
bro,
cannot create racism.
Oh, you know what? Hey, time out. Racism is an ideology. Now, we didn't create racism because racism was created in 1704 or something by a European. This guy, he created the ideology of racism to try to. I think it was like a deflection or some type of It was a mental. It was a partial of mental slavery. Like they were trying to create separatists and separation of the races so that they could so that they could push forth eugenics. So racism was created by Europeans. Now bigotry and things like that have been around longer. The ideology of, or the act of being racist or the act of bigotry has been around a long time. And it actually was not a black-white thing. Bigotry happened between blacks and light-skinned blacks, blacks and
No.
Oh yes, bro.
No.
You know what you need to read? Tell me, I can prove it. First of all,
prove it.
you need to read a book called The Birth of Civilization. It's a book that it spans if you want to know about black people from the past 10,000 years, read that book. I read it a long time ago, and it talks about how it's always been a problem from being in Africa and the way that we separated ourselves amongst ourselves. And it started with royalty, then it started with royalty, then it became a class system, and then it became people started to look different between the classes because of the type of work they did and the time they spent outside, and then they started migrating in places, and then when they'd migrate, they started to fold back against each other. And even when the people that were coming, we've always seen this when people come back and remix with their prior population. This is what happens. It started out as a royalty thing, though. Bigotry and these things have been around since time immemorial. White people didn't create that shit. We put white people in chains before they ever put us in chains, bro.
So when it comes to Terry Crews, how you been feeling about Terry Crews lately?
I haven't heard what he said, but I think he's got a good head on his shoulders, bro. I think he's out there speaking truth, and the fact that any Democrat will shit on him, the fact that any Democrat will shit on Terry Crews means that you're doing something right.
Facts.
What did Terry Crews say again? He's been on his coon stuff.
Here we go. Do you know how hurtful that is to hear that word come out of another black man's mouth, bro?
Yeah, I don't use that.
That breaks my heart because it comes from such a place of I know how intelligent you are, Acey, but it comes from a place of such intelligence to call somebody a coon. Think about what you're saying about this man, or because I've been called that, and I want to know what your classifications or what is your criterion for
Becoming
developing
that.
Okay. Well, let me correct myself. I wasn't calling him a coon, but I think he
You
had
saying
made
he's cool.
acronyms. No. I wasn't calling him a coon, but what I had seen was he made an acronym for coon.
Oh
And black
yeah, yeah.
folks, and black
My
folks
bad,
wasn't
brother.
feeling that. Yeah, they weren't feeling that.
What was it? I didn't catch that one.
What was it?
I'm trying to look it up while you talking about it.
Yeah, what did coon stand for? Something of the narrative, like being over the narrative or something like that.
I'm finna find it.
I'll leave that to you. I've literally been depleted.
You said that we put them in chains before they put us in chains. Explain what you mean by that.
Okay. Hold on before you go.
You found it?
Yeah, it's he said, "Coon, conquer our own negativity."
Negativity. I was way wrong.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Oh, and the word narrative, we can spin on that too. I want to talk about the word narrative and how it has become a deflection from the truth. So whenever you hear the word narrative, that word they've tried to normalize to us. That word is about offensive to you as the word cocksucker is, because narrative literally means it means creation of a truth, not the truth.
Narrative is somebody controls a narrative always.
We should be very wary of when somebody says that word pops up. Your ears need to perk up. Like, hold up.
You know what ain't a narrative though? You know what ain't a narrative? How bad Trump is for the country, not financially or economically, but as far as the people goes, man, it has never been so much shit. I thought that was bad shit under Obama, but I'm sorry. It has never been the worst for the people.
You know what's so funny? I meant for this to be a slight topic that we just barely touch on, but you keep you keep throwing me more. But this makes me wonder, because I've been wondering this, because everybody's saying we voting between the lesser of two evils or whatever. So
I don't believe that at all.
And I figured that, but what I've been thinking is, for everyone who's saying that, I wonder, have they secretly looked in the mirror and they looked at Biden on TV and then they said, damn, I think I might vote for Trump. And and is that how this is getting thrown out here? Because there's a lot of people just saying they ain't gonna vote at all, and I think it's that may be why, because they thought about that.
I'll take that. A bunch of uninformed voters don't need to be voting in the first place. But I mean, it's everybody's right, but it's also everybody's duty to inform themselves about what the truth about the matter is. And you got to. I want to ask you a question. Where do you think that this narrative, because it is a narrative, where do you think this narrative of Trump being the worst thing for the country came from? Just out of all honesty, what do you think it's come from? His actions? Do you think it's come from the reality of what's happening in this country? Or
I think it's come from maybe the narrative they've pushed on him.
Yes, I can tell you right now, and I wanted you to come to that realization on your own, because none of his actions have been bad for the country. This country before COVID was doing better than it's ever done in its entire existence, financially, employment wise. Everything was just better. Everything was better. Everybody had a job. Damn near everybody had a job. More people have had a job than ever before in the history of this country. Race relations weren't that bad. They were actually worse under Obama. And that's statistically it's statistically been proven. You go back through my website and I've proven that time and time again. And there's statistics that'll show that it was bad. It was worse under George Bush. Got even. I don't know if you remember Kanye talking about George Bush hates black people.
None of this has ever happened under nobody else.
None of what? None of what though? None of what?
Any of this? I
want you to say what this is. I want you to talk about what this is, because what this is to me, from what you're saying, is what none of this thought pattern has happened. And you're right. The media has never been this beguiling and this shitty towards a president. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that is, bro?
Well, no matter what, it doesn't matter what it is.
It does matter. That's the problem. It matters so much. it matters so much because the president is being attacked for one reason and one reason alone, because he has literally started to drain the swamp. He started to take away the people that have been making the money that has been made on your back. And when that happens, he came out and he called the media out. First thing he did, called the media out for the snakes they were. Then he said, I'm going to drain the swamp. I'm going to take all these people out of here that have been making this money on the backs of American citizens. And then he said one thing that they did not want to hear. He said, America first. You know what happened when he said America first? They lost their damn minds. And they started to turn it around and call him an enemy of the state, bro. They said that this guy was, from the very beginning, and they've been calling him out saying, oh, you're not going to have a peaceful transfer of power. He has never had one day of peace in office. They attacked him. They literally spied on his campaign before he got into office. They have attacked him from day one. They have set out and they have conspired. They have put spies in his cabinet. They have conspired to try to get this president at every turn. He has not had one day of peace even before his campaign. He has not had one day of peace yet.
Either have we. Shit.
Yep. And you know whose fault that is? Why? Why do you think
the point?
It's not Trump's
the
fault?
Point I'm trying to get
it is the point. I want you to understand it. It is not Trump's fault.
See my view real quick. See my view,
Yes,
and
sir. Go
then
ahead.
maybe you can see where I'm coming from.
Okay.
He may be the best thing for us economically. Every little point you want to make, he may be the best thing for us. But I tell you what, y'all, everybody, raise your hand if you want to continue living in the world like this. Even though you may be doing the best for us, but goddamn, the way the world looks right now, I don't want to live in that.
Do you not think that that's their plan? They want to tire you out. They want to make you. They want to make you feel like if you vote for him again, then they're gonna keep doing this shit, and they're gonna make it so bad on you. But you know what? That is their plan. The people that you are voting for, that you want to call yourself voting for, are the people that are fucking doing this shit to you. So if you want to continue, do you think it's gonna get any better when they get power? Do you think they're gonna let up?
Yes.
Because they're not. No, they're not. They're gonna drive this fucking country into the ground, dude. They hate you. They fucking hate your guts.
Look what it looks like now, though.
Bro,
look what
so just a second.
Compared to what it's gonna look like,
they
fucking hate you, dude. They hate you.
If they're controlling it. If like what you're saying is,
hold on.
Controlling it.
No,
so
they're controlling you. They're not controlling it. They're controlling you. You're controlling it. The second that you stop biting into this shit is when you start living better. They have made you feel like. Listen to what you're saying. They have made you feel like this country is going to shit. Yet you admit in the same voice, in the same breath, that this country is not going to shit. It is actually doing better than it's ever been. But you feel like this country is going to shit.
So you rocking with Biden? Are you rocking with Biden, Acey?
I still don't know yet. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not emotional.
And that's enough. And that's enough right there. The fact that you don't know is a good thing. Because
I want to see everything. I want to see all of the debates before I even make a decision.
Because before you did know, and now that you are starting to think critically, because that's what the truth does to you. You've seen some truth in your life, and you're starting to see past the narrative, and that shit makes me so happy, bro. That makes me so happy because
I do see what you're saying, but the point is still, even if you're doing the best thing for us, our country still looks like shit. New York looks like shit. And if we continue to allow you to be here, we might be doing the best at whatever. But the point is, it's just going to continue to deteriorate. It looks like our country is dying.
Let me ask you this. Who runs those cities you just talked about?
Answer
the question. Answer the question.
Let's say Democrats. We'll
say they are. Democrats are governor, mayor of these states. They have been for the past 60 years. You want to tell me that you let them in power?
They look like how they look now.
Oh, yes, they did. Trump just brought attention to the shit. Yes, they did. The murder rate in these cities has always been bad, and it's getting worse by the day. And you know what? The statistics show that shit. And you know who's been in power? Democrats. Democrats have been in power, and they have shown no mercy. They let us into this party as black folks saying, you come over here, you do whatever the fuck you want to. We don't care. Give us your vote. We're not going to fix your cities, roads, streets, buildings, any of that shit. We will let you live in the tenements. We will let you do whatever the fuck you want to do. Kill each other. Do all the drugs you want. We're not going to help you with the drugs. We're going to lock your ass up. In fact, we're going to make laws so that you can go and get the death penalty for bullshit that you didn't even do. You can go and get life for a little baby drug charge. Now, vote for me. And if you don't, you ain't black. And then after that,
And that's why I'm on the ledge of I don't know. Because of that right there, what you just said.
Enough. That's enough for me, bro.
What you think, Velvet? What you think?
I'm gonna tell you, I feel the same way what you said. I'm undecided, and I will confess, like I said, I did not watch the debate, so I'm not gonna have any opinion on that until I actually sit and appreciate it. And
I want to talk about something else because I didn't watch that much of it either, and I feel like I've spoken as much as I can about as much as I would like to about political issues, man. I want to talk about Velvet Vibes, bro.
And hey, and that's what we finna do. I thought this was gonna be a quick breeze of what we thought about the debate, and then we kind of but the
wound is
conversation
too fresh. I'm telling you.
Yeah, there you go. I should have known that was not a subtle topic.
As long as you know who's pouring salt in it, then you all good, brother.
So let me first off, we do got S.A. Wildchild in the house. S.A. Wildchild, can you hear us and can we hear you?
What's happening?
Okay,
What up,
cool.
bro?
Oh, is somebody else here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he done popped off in this thing right here. So we finna, speaking
It's
of,
like his shit just froze. I can only see the top of your head, Scorpio.
yeah, there you go, yeah.
I walked out. Y'all doing too much. I walked out and came back.
he made a bologna sandwich real
We
quick.
sounded like Donald Trump and Biden. That's what we sounded like.
I saw him shaking his head. He's like, man, fuck, I ain't come for this shit.
No, this is what we appreciate though. But speaking of large issues and big issues, you guys open up a little thing that I've been thinking about, and there's been a lot of random thoughts. So I need everybody to confess who's the biggest woman that you took down in a sexual manner. Don't be ashamed and don't lie.
I don't know what her weight was. But I can tell you one thing.
These are estimates.
Oh shit.
We're gonna start with S.A. Wildchild since he just popped in here.
First of all, ain't nobody just talking about, hey, can I smash and what's your weight class?
Right.
First of all, let's just start there. We're not doing that. So we're not doing that. But I mean, I'm not no stranger to the big ladies, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If they proportionate, bro, I'm all for it. For real. If I had to put,
you got an estimate though.
Yeah, I'm about to say if I had to put an estimation, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what this word, but we gonna call it an estimation.
Yeah.
She had to be between about 230, 260, about 5'5", 5'6", between 5'5", 5'7", about 260. But it was all everywhere.
Did you lie? Did you lie in the streets and say you ain't do that?
Say, side note though, since we on the subject of big girls, I just have this theory that big girls get the best head. But anyway, we're gonna get everybody else on a topic, but that's my theory though. So,
Chris, since you escorted us to another topic, talk to me. What's the biggest road you've traveled?
The biggest road, the most curves was she was about 240, 245, about 5'4", 5'5".
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
like a roly poly.
Yeah, and I felt enlightened, bro. I felt enlightened. She got on top and all that shit. She knew what to work. She put in work, bro.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I think I saved mine for last. Scorpio Road, did you travel?
I ain't been no 200 range. So I'm gonna tell y'all that now.
You haven't even hit the 200 range?
I ain't hit the 200 range.
Something wrong with you, dog. You ain't been living.
Wrong with me?
Rookie. Yeah, you ain't been living.
I ain't hit the 200 range.
Some biscuits, bro. Some biscuits.
Bro, they give you head and they cook breakfast, my nigga. Like, what's wrong with you, dog?
So you haven't been found behind a restaurant butt naked before?
No, I'm not like you.
Not at Denny's, bro.
Okay.
Hey, Score.
Talk to him.
You know where you need to go?
Where?
All you can eat buffet. Go and get you one, dog. Go and get you one at the all you can eat buffet, dog. Big
all access pass.
All access pass, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Out there.
This is alarming. Acey, what road did you travel?
So I think my road was maybe I'm gonna throw 10 pounds on your boy, so maybe 270. She was tall though. She was at least 5'8". 5'8", 5'9". You know what I'm saying? But mostly ass, but she had some good too. She ain't have booty do though. She ain't have booty do.
Booty
That's
do?
Okay.
good.
Oh shit.
She
Okay.
didn't. But anyway, it had been so long. It had been so long since I had got some. And when I tell you, I pulled a performance. I pulled a performance on that ass. I climbed. This was in the bathroom. Check it out. This is in the bathroom. I climbed up on the bathroom sink. It was, boy.
Yeah.
You was trying to jump off the top rope on that ass, weren't
Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
That boy brought the circus animal out, boy.
So look, I guess I'm the only one that traveled. We went all the way to 3.
Oh shit.
300. I think maybe
You
305.
a Biggins.
Yeah, I was playing this video game. You might have heard of it, Street Fighter, and I saw E Honda, and I got inspired from that, and and it got some of that 100-hand slap out there.
E-Bobby-A. E-Bobby. That nigga was E-Bobby-A out here. Okay.
Which reminds me that Thanksgiving is around the bend.
And winter's coming. Winter's coming too.
Right.
We already in fall. Winter's coming too. So
Flashbacks or what?
Yeah, are y'all putting on that? Y'all putting on that winter weight to make sure our ladies don't go out there and find Big Papa. We don't want her to locate Big Papa. We got to make sure we got something.
Bro, it's about to be a
I
food
actually been
short.
working out. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I'm trying to winter trim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
We don't
Hey,
have
y'all
to-
know- it's a food shortage coming. Y'all niggas better stock up. That's all I know.
Facts.
Fact.
That's a fact.
On that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Start some protein in.
Like no bullshit. Like if y'all ain't heard it already, y'all know this shit. Y'all need to get y'all ammo. Y'all need to get y'all some. If y'all ain't got guns, you need to
Right.
stock up.
Because the Proud Boys is coming.
Hey man, look. Check it out. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, man. This is straight up from somebody that knows. This war that's about to be fought, it don't have to involve us, man. It does not have to involve us. These white folk want to fight a civil war, bro. We need to step the fuck out of the way and let them do that shit. This Antifa is hiding behind us, using this as a motherfucking human shield. We need to get the fuck out of the way, bro. Let them fight their war and get that shit out of the way, bro. We need to be smart enough to know that this ain't our fight, bro. These niggas is fighting over. They're fighting over anarchy and law and order.
Man, you know what? The way you said it about everybody got to be strapped, like I ain't even realize how. Y'all know about the ammo shortage that just had taken?
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
No, it ain't no just now, nigga. The stocks, the shelves have been empty. They have been bare for the past 6 months.
Yeah, it been.
Hey, since the pandemic started, they've been talking about ammo shortage. Real talk.
Oh yeah. You know where you can get your ammo though? Go to cheaper than dirt ammo.com. You go to cheaperthandirtammo.com, or you can go to any Nardis guns, go to Nardis gun club.
Yep.
Or you can go to any shooting range. Most of them will make you be a member to get ammo there. But you can go to Nardis.
Shit, they was running out too, the Rangers.
Well, yeah, if you're not
You're asking me where it's at.
If you're not a member, they'll tell you that shit if you're not a member. If you pay your $35, dude, you can go to Nardis Gun Club. $35 a month. You can shoot as many times as you want, and you can buy ammo there, and the ammo cheap.
Yeah,
that's straight for me, Pete. Keep that shit under your hat.
Yeah, I put that in my notepad because I know me and Scorpion and we let off like 50 rounds a piece or some shit, which I wish I didn't do that because I just was like, I'm gonna buy some more. And then after that, I was lacking for a minute, but we got that problem solved.
Hey,
I let off 65 out of 100.
Yeah. Now next time I go, I'm gonna let off 10 rounds, and I'm gonna say,
I'm stacked up now, lock and loaded.
That's what's up. Hey,
I'm finna restock on more ammo.
That's right. Hey, Scorp, tell them 1,000 rounds per caliber. Whatever
Man,
you got in your house.
You know they got a gun show coming up this weekend.
Yes, sir. Which one is that? Is it the
at the event center?
Is it Saxon?
I forgot who running it, but yeah, they had one a few weeks ago.
They have one every first and third Sunday. They'll have so every first and third weekend they'll have a gun show.
Yeah,
you can get whatever you want. No background checks, nothing, bro.
And Acey, we don't. I don't know if you live in the criminal life. or if you're gonna use a super soaker. I notice a silence, so we're gonna skip you on this question unless you. I don't want to be
Yeah,
Vlad
man.
TV, and
I'm
I don't want
strapless, man.
to.
Hey, me
I'm
too, man.
strapless,
I can't say
and
nothing.
winter is coming, so I ain't just get
Yeah,
on.
hey, that shit's real, bro. Get you something. Go to one of these gun shows and get you a little something, bro. And
Yeah.
they don't fuck with background checks there. That loophole's still open. Get you something. Just get you something, man. I don't
Man,
matter
he
if it's a
sound like
motherfucker.
a gun peddler.
Man,
Hey,
shit.
hey, look, I'm a life peddler, bro. I want my people to live, bro.
Straight
So
up.
we need
Salute.
to look, and this is the best. This is the best advice I can give any person of color right now. Any of my people. I want y'all to know, man. This is not our fucking war. They're gonna try to pull. They've been trying to draw us out. Everything. That's why they make everything about race and everything's all black, white. This. It's not that, bro. We do not need to go out here and get shot up by these fucking white people, dog. These white people out here got tons more. They have more guns than there are us in this country.
Somebody
And then,
told me that they ordered a pallet, and
Oh, yeah.
it was a man of Caucasian descent
Oh,
ordered a
bro.
pallet of ammunition, and I was like, damn. I was
bro,
like,
Ready for the Walking Dead.
our little 10 bullets ain't gonna cut it.
Oh, no, bro, I got tons of homies they have rooms with fucking guns. They have rooms with so many guns you can't fit people in the bitches, dog.
Shit,
Y'all
I
gotta
believe it.
understand.
I
They
believe
out
it.
here. They out here, and they're not racist, bro. They're not racist people, but they know. They think right now. They think from what they see on TV that it's gonna be us coming to their doors and coming in the suburbs and trying to break into their house. It ain't. We need to understand. We need to let them know.
Everybody's scared of each other now.
No, they scared of us. Because you know why? Because the media is telling them it's Black Lives Matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This liberal media, the same people that's trying to say, oh, if we're all for black people. These motherfuckers are throwing us under the bus, bro. They're the ones out there saying that Black Lives Matter is doing this shit, and then at the same breath calling Antifa a fucking ideology and a fucking ghost. They're saying Antifa ain't real. Man, them motherfuckers are realer than the Black Panthers right now, bro. They out here killing people. And they're out here killing white folk. And they're calling us the ones. They're saying that it's us. We need to get them off of that shit and get that. And we need to step the fuck back, let them run that game against each other. Let them be out there like they have been, say, all white people in there making white people say Black Lives Matter. It's all white people out there doing that shit. Let them
Side note, y'all, excuse me, a fly was flying in my presence. I'm not doing a spell on y'all.
I thought you was over there farting. Farting and shit.
Man,
Trust.
before we go down that political road again, it was something that I was wanting to ask all of
bad,
y'all. Oh no, this is all good. I was sitting back watching some TV, and then my mind began to ponder, as it always does. And then I thought, what if I'm gonna put y'all in a scenario? You're outside, out in the streets with the homies having a beverage. Maybe you're not having a beverage. Maybe you're having yourself a plate of waffles and kicking it in the Waffle House or wherever you may be. You come home and you walk in the household and you hear some hula hooping going on in the back room. Now, you know that you're not home, so your woman should not be hula hooping back there. So you walk in there, and when we say hula hooping, you know what we're talking about. So you go in there and open that door, and you find out that your woman have ordered a sex robot.
Oh, hell no.
Now, is this considered cheating, or would you join the fun, or is
What kind of fun you gonna have if what kind of sex robot is it? Is it a girl
You
or a
can't
dude?
keep up with that motherfucker. That's for sure.
Is it a dude or a girl? Because if it's a dude, ain't no fun in that shit. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm about to chop his ass up and throw him in the garbage.
Robot shit.
I don't know. The Terminator might beat your ass.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm about to hit an EMP on his ass.
You can't even shoot his ass, probably.
EMP on that motherfucker.
So
all you gotta do is turn the microwave on. Shit right there.
Give him some of that radioactive activity,
Right.
huh?
Trying to tell you.
Catch all the plugs there. No, so how you gonna act on this situation, Acey?
I think I'm gonna sit down and watch. I'm gonna sit down and watch.
So you live a naughty lifestyle.
Oh, that
And
boy.
then we're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna
It's
outflank
not
the
cheating.
robot.
It's not cheating.
Yeah,
It's not cheating.
It's mad reserved, bro. I respect that.
It's almost could it be compared to could it almost be compared to walking in on her masturbating?
No, that's worse.
I mean,
See, that's worse to me.
So,
Oh.
okay. So, is this a full-fledged robot? First thing first, like it's like a whole man
Yeah.
body.
It ain't just a
and
little
with the
weenie
So
part.
this whole AI.
strong one.
I got
Yes.
hold up. Wait, but there's a qualifier. Is this nigga's dick bigger than mine? That's the question. Because none of
think
that
it's a
shit
smart
don't matter.
question. I
If
think that's a
his dick,
smart question.
if his dick ain't bigger than mine, she can do whatever the fuck she want to do. That saved me some time, bro. Because when
No.
she won't come back for the real.
No, he got that thing called a limousine down there.
Oh shit. Well, then I know my wife. That shit ain't happening in my house. I ain't worried.
Man, see, don't remove yourself from the scenario. We need you to take care of this.
Now,
Talk to
here's
me.
what I would do. I'm agree with my guy. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch." Now, how long I'm gonna watch depends on what's going on. So, here's the thing: I'm gonna watch, right? You know what I'm saying? Let her do her thing. Then I'm gonna turn that motherfucker off, and I'm gonna get mine off, and then I'm gonna ask her, "Hey, what's up with this?"
See, that's why that's why we ain't shit, because we don't address nothing in the moment when it comes to sex. We just gonna be like, well, we're gonna talk, but first I need
But
to.
I ain't gonna let the wetback go. Wait.
Hold on. I see where this can go. I see where this
See what
can
I'm
go.
saying?
So
Yeah.
I see exactly what you're saying. I'm gonna take it a step further. So I can see where y'all coming from. It would be definitely hard for me to watch, just the initial shock. But once if I gather my senses and I had the reserve that y'all fellas had, and I sit back and I watch, this would be a very good opportunity because you could learn some shit. Like she picked this nigga up for I don't know if it's for like purposes of serving something that you're not doing. So
Right.
I
That's
would
why
take you take a step back and find out how she's responding to whatever he's doing. Like, all right, I would let it go on the whole time. Let this nigga be king God on that shit. You know what? As soon as it get done, because I've been taking notes. As soon as it get done, take a step back. I destroy that motherfucker, and then
You gotta go in there gung ho, guns blazing. You know what I'm saying?
And then I will take that shit to the house.
And Luke Kane the pussy, goddamn.
Let me ask you.
And then I lock the credit cards up.
Have you ever seen Chun-Li's leg on Street Fighter when they get to going real fast?
Absolutely.
Now, picture. Now I know we don't want to picture this. I don't mean this in a disrespectful manner, but picture a weed eater on your woman, because that's what's pretty much going to happen. Just like it's going to be a speed level that we just don't have. So, and if it got that limousine, we may have to compensate.
It's about the motion in the ocean,
right?
So you might have to get a spoon and some lemon pepper and show her your other technique that the robot probably can't do.
Right. I'm gonna say it like
treat
this.
her like supper.
I'm gonna say it like this. If that's the only way she can get off, she ain't right, bro. She ain't right.
She down bad.
Something wrong with that bitch.
She needs the robot. Fuck that.
Yeah,
she
it's
needs
like
the robot.
yeah.
Oh, so you jealous now? Now you jealous?
No, I ain't jealous. I'm just saying, look, that ain't for me. If she needs some shit that she needs some nuclear fusion going on between her legs, I can't fuck with it, bro. I got gas powered. My shit is fucking analog, nigga.
You gonna fight that nigga, ain't you?
I'm not. Yeah, we probably gonna fight. I'm not. I'm not Bobby Digital, bro.
Yeah, she want that titanium rod. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm working with that lead stick, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the lead pencil. You just gotta.
Yeah, that drop dead lead, nigga.
Scorp, how you gonna behave? We listening, Scorp.
First of all, I ain't watching shit. Fuck all that watching shit. Hell no. When they get done, you and that robot gonna get the hell out of my damn house. Fuck all that watching shit. No. You wanna have all that
let's
shit?
get to the bottom of this. Let's get to the bottom
Take
of
this
this.
shit
Why?
on. Take this shit
Why?
on. Why?
Yeah.
No, why? Yes.
What?
Why? Come on. Your woman is
It's a white robot too.
Oh hell,
That's even worse.
You came out with the bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah,
you said it's not considered cheating. I'm not finna sit there and watch no robot fuck shit out of my damn woman. No, that ain't me. That ain't me. I'm a little different.
This is not a real thing. This is not a real
I'll
thing.
be on the island by myself on this.
Well, so
I'll be on the island by myself on this.
what if the closet door open and a woman robot come out and she say, "Well, everybody gonna have some fun"?
No,
No.
You and
I
that
think that's
robot
kinda
might
weird.
get the hell out of my
That's
damn
kinda-
house.
So if y'all could fuck a cartoon, who you would fuck then?
No, what's your answer? Are you trying to skip?
Oh, I'm gonna join. I'm gonna join.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm gonna play that Planet Rock.
What you gonna
Planet
do with
Rock.
the robot? What you gonna do with the robot rub on your booty?
See,
Ah,
It
I
ain't
do-
gay, huh? It ain't gay.
No,
'cause
no,
it
no,
ain't
no, no.
real.
No, I fight inanimate objects. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I fight inanimate objects. So
He might think his woman rubbing on his booty. Keep on going.
no, I told you I had that happen one time. I was in a bad neighborhood and I was getting down and a roach fell on my butt and and I told the young lady I don't believe in
Tickling your
this.
butt.
I said I don't believe in this. And then I noticed everybody's hands was visible. So I said, well, what could they have been? I noticed a roach then fell off the ceiling and landed on my butt cheeks. So
But
y'all
did
be-
you stop though?
But yeah, did you leave?
I just fanned them off and
that boy's in mid-stroke, ready to go.
oh my gosh. Hey, look, this is where it gets alarming for me. Now, that was just a preview of where we're going. Now, I want to talk about our game because we all think that we've got the game, and I don't know if y'all still got game, and especially those I think we're all locked down except SA Wildchild, so you're aware of where your game stands. Have y'all, and don't lie, I don't want to know because we all been here. I just want to hear about it. Have you ever danced with you've been in the club, you danced with a lady all night long, and she still don't go home with you? She go elsewhere. What did you do wrong? How did you become a simp that night?
Am I taking the ring? Am I taking the ring on this?
Yeah,
Go
go for
ahead.
it. Open it up for it.
I remember specifically, this was back in 06. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was in my prime. You know what I'm saying?
We all players fuck up too.
Yeah. I had the shorty, you know what I'm saying? We was at Joe's Volcano. Had the shorty rocking, you know what I'm saying? We crossing T's, dotting I's, you know what I'm saying? All through that motherfucker till 3 a.m. And, you know, I still made my rounds and shit. You know, I ain't gonna just sit and be still. You know, I ain't a sit and be still ass nigga.
Yeah.
Especially not then. So doing my thing, working out. And then for the most part, it was her. And then she dipped on me because she had a nigga at home.
Well. How did you know? She told you this straight up, or
Like, cause I got the
did some
digits
math.
and everything, and I'm trying to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying, on the phone. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pull up.
yeah?
You know what I'm saying? What's up? And she was like, yeah, I would, blah, 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 but I'm going home to my guy. I was like, oh, okay.
You was the leg for the night.
Boy,
The leg to dry hump all night.
All you did is get her prepared.
The fluffer.
boy, yeah, I was fluffing like a motherfucker. Boy, I didn't even know it. God damn.
That's the strip club. I call that the strip club illusion. Like when you go to the strip club with your girl,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's like it's just the illusion because you going back home with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And hey,
Facts.
bro,
Ooh,
in my
actually,
heyday, we go to strip club. We ain't going home alone, my nigga.
See,
We taking one back.
see, tell us a
Like,
story.
we
Tell
like
us a
to
story.
we
You know
like
what I'm
to
saying?
pluck from the herd.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
do that,
hear,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I'm trying to
Hell
hear
no.
what's going on.
Hey, shit. Like, there's no reason that you should walk in the strip club and leave alone, bro. Even if you came in there alone, or if you came in there with somebody, there's no reason that if you're there when the strip club closes, then you better be leaving with one of them.
But
And
see,
they
you can
all-
walk in clean and leave with gonorrhea, and that's the part that's scary.
That's because you got to have your radar on, man.
You
It's
smell the
art.
gonorrhea when you walk in.
No, it's an art form. No, so you gotta have a radar on me. It's an art form. Hoes walk different when they got shit going on.
No, hell.
Yeah, they do, bro. Look, there's always a tell, man. Hoes are different when a girl is not comfortable with herself. She knows she got something if she knows she got something going on between that shit, or she knows she's got something, period.
So hold on.
They do not act the same, bro. They're a bitch will be self-conscious about her makeup, my nigga. You don't think she'd be self-conscious about her pussy?
I'm gonna tell you something.
Preach on it, Chris. Okay.
No.
Mr. Miller, Dr. Miller.
I don't never I don't never try to shut it down, but let me tell you, I didn't seen, and maybe you have a magical vision or some STD radar goggles that I haven't seen, and trust me,
vision.
yeah, and trust me,
HIV binoculars, you know what I'm saying?
And we is not growing cauliflower on our genitals around here, just to make it clear. But I'm gonna just say this, just to be safe. I done quit talking to girls because they just cough a lot before COVID. I don't
be more careful.
Cold-blooded.
Or women that just be in the doctor a lot. They be like, "Oh, I'm at the doctor," you know. And
Oh,
it could be something. I'm sure it's not that, but it just make me nervous because once or twice you go raw, and you know everybody been here. You wake up and you say, "What's this mark on my kneecap? This thing used to be here. What's this on my elbow?" You be getting scared.
That black mark on your foot.
Yeah. What's this on my toe? So with that being said, yeah, I'm just like, when I was going to the strip club, I would go, I would have a good time, I would look, I would make comments. But when they would say, "Can I offer you some additional services?" I would just go home to whatever I had planned for the night. I wouldn't try to get no additional services in there.
You don't fuck them. You don't fuck girls. You do not fuck a stripper that will fuck you in the bar, in the club, my nigga.
It looked like I made the right decision then.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being a hypochondriac when it comes to strip club, bro. You got to be more careful.
For sure.
Shit.
But look, hey, if they want to fuck, it's different between a girl that wants to fuck in the club on some sporadic shit or a girl that wants to fuck in the strip club because she worked there.
Yeah.
Nigga, them two different hoes. There's one you fucking, one you don't. I don't fuck no. If a bitch is in there trying to make money and she fuck you for free, like, I mean, it's a thought pattern behind that shit. I mean, maybe you got a lot of game. It also depends on the type of strip club you at. If it's a fly strip club, and like, cause you could pull some bitch that want to fuck you in the strip club on some fly shit. But if you had like fucking paradise, nigga, and you just talk some bitch out of panties, nigga, you might as well just roll on.
You better be scared, cause I'm gonna tell you what. Somebody told me that I we used to go down that road, and she told me that she used to be a stripper in the 90s. I went and got tested just because of it.
Damn, in the 90s. How old is she?
I don't know. She was older than me, but she told me back at that time.
She was a stripper for the 99 and the 2000.
That was enough to send me to the clinic. So
she dancing at Prince concerts, nigga. 1999.
No, Scorp, how are you rocking with this? In your prime, did you want to take action on this? And I need to hear about the original question before we went off on this. Dr. Miller took us to a naughty place, but tell me about a time when your game had failed you in the club.
Or
has it never failed you?
it had once. I say once.
What happened? What'd you do?
I was dancing with this chick at a club, and everything was going good, you know what I'm saying? Conversation was good and all. But towards the end, I left. I didn't see her anymore, so I just left. Then I got word that she was looking for me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That shit hurts more than getting walked out on.
Yeah.
You know your dick was ready. You
rock hard like motherfucker too.
Then you went home and poured blue magic on yourself?
No, I don't do that.
Yo, ease up with the blue magic, dog. Ease up with the blue magic, my G.
Did I miss something? Ain't blue magic for your hair? What did I miss?
Yeah, blue magic for your hair.
He been talking about blue magic since goddamn 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
He been doing this.
He got a song out called Blue Magic.
The niggas be beating that shit to with blue magic?
Hell yeah.
They warm it up.
He be beating this shit to blue magic.
I did it yesterday. Your dick
gonna fall the fuck off. Your shit gonna fall the fuck off. It's gonna turn
blue.
blue.
His pubic hair is immaculate.
Right. If he fucking looking like a nigga got a kid. You can have a Smurf dick with a badass beard. Nigga.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
That nigga give you Blue Magic and Sporting Waves, nigga. That nigga shit crispy.
but you know, somebody told me they use Murray's though.
What?
Dude,
It's your barber. It's a wild child.
Oh,
Murray's.
Yeah, your barber.
Dick?
Dunn. He
Dick?
said, I don't like to call names on this podcast, but it's a wild child barber told me he put Murray's on his genitals before he had sex.
wow. Oh, wow.
So it's a
Hey, that nigga keep me clean though. Whatever he do in his personal time, what he do, he keep me clean though. That's all I got.
He said he
all I
know
got.
he run out of Murray's. When he run out of Murray's, hair gonna be fucked up. But make sure he's stocked up on Murray.
Hey, I might have to get him a bottle. Hey, for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's all you. It's all
Don't
you.
shake
All
his
you,
hand,
pimp.
nigga.
You know what I'm
oh
saying?
man. Y'all is-
They still got the black people with the froze on the Murray's jar. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
orange, and they have the black with the Jerry
Yeah,
curl.
they still do.
Well, the thing about it, I don't think you know, just like the memes say, most people had them for 10 years. I don't think they really been making a lot of more products.
They
I think
had to make
they on the same
can't-
shit on that
But
90s shit.
you can't use Murray's on a Jerry curl. Why did they even promote that?
I see. That's where we was a victim of a
But see-
false
see,
advertisement.
The Jerry curls was coming out, right? So first of all, I don't know why they got the fro on there, obviously, because you're right about that. Unless they was trying to keep them sideburns and them, if they were getting them taper fades back in the day, unless they was keeping those still fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But Murray's last so motherfucking me long, my G. You hear me? Like
the
they
words
probably,
be
you right,
fading
you
off.
probably still on them shipments since '95. Like they probably
Facts.
still on them same shipments.
That 90s stripper probably had something still.
I bet you that's probably what they was using. They ran out of jail, so they was using Murray's on them edges.
God
yes,
dang.
Murray's
nigga,
lay
that's
down
what
them
I'm talking about. Them edges, nigga.
See, that's what I'm concerned about. What kind of lube do Murray's make? Because Blue Magic, I understand that because it's slick. The Murray's, you put that on there, you probably
You
gonna
might
get a yeast infection behind that shit.
Fuck that. You gonna circumcise yourself.
Right?
Yeah, you beat him, bake
He
some
ain't gonna
down
blow
roll.
all the way up, man.
You had some clean ass edges though.
Talk to me, AC.
Laid
How,
down.
how did your game fail you once before?
Yo, man, a girl actually disappeared on me, man. I don't know what happened to her. I think that's the worst too. Where you can't find her no more. Like,
Yeah.
I think they
You know
did
what
it
I'm
on
saying?
purpose, man.
and everybody looked the same after a while in the sense, dark.
Oh, you be getting real fucked
The little
up.
girl with the red hair. Everybody got red hair all of a sudden.
Right.
The lights come on, nigga.
Yeah, then.
Was she wearing that shirt? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Man, you know what? I think they be doing that on purpose because that's the same thing. What my story is, I didn't have to stay right here. I'll be right back, and then a lot of time start passing by, and I don't be putting my efforts elsewhere. And I'm like, oh, I think I got this secured. And after so long, I'm like, damn, I think she know what she was doing. And
I got
then if you get the number, you may hear I couldn't find you nowhere. This motherfucking in the left. They had IHOP and Waffle House or
My
whatever.
girl started throwing up, so
Yeah. Hey, have
Oh,
y'all got blocked by that before? By the best friend block?
Oh yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck that shit.
Well,
nigga.
that's a go-to.
I'm-
Yeah, she
First
gotta
of all,
go.
first of all, the whole time you should have been chopping it up with the best friend because she the one
Yeah.
gonna give the go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, I learned a long fucking time ago. My uncle taught me this shit, nigga. You gotta be the wolf. You have to fucking separate them motherfuckers like you have to separate them. And you have to do it by the mind first. You have to separate them. You have to get them going different directions during the night.
How you
It's
do
not-
this?
Check it out. I'll put them
I have an
on
idea.
peep game. So it's not a you can't think about it in physicality. You have to think about it in a mental state. You have to get these females to start thinking opposite directions towards at the beginning when you first meet them, you have to put her mind set in a different direction than her friend, so that when
So you got to hypnotize clock in your
yeah, bro. It's all cerebral with them. So as the night goes on, their mindsets are different, bro. They have different goals in mind, bro. One of them want to go eat, the other one want to go fuck. But you have to set them. You have to set their goals towards. You have to set them in motion. So if one of them wants to eat, bro, you start maneuvering them you maneuver the conversation in that general vicinity, but you have to set yourself up for the after, bro. You can't put them in the same place unless they're in the same car. And if they're in the same car, you got to put one in the state of mind. She's coming with you wherever y'all going. She's going with you.
So what color silk shirts do you have in your closet right now?
Right, the guru.
What all colors does it come in?
Hey, you know what's funny? I actually know what he's talking about.
But they spend their whole lives trying to like fucking with our heads, bro. They spend their whole lives learning how to manipulate us, bro. So all my life I've been learning. Like my uncles taught me a lot of shit, bro. He's like, look, man, they're gonna try to fuck with your head. Understand this shit, man. Like all you have to do is just be a step ahead of them, man. Just know what they got coming and then play that game. Play that game, and it's so easy, bro.
For all y'all women at home listening to this, whether you're watching it on YouTube or listening to the audio version, I know you're standing up on the couch, you're screaming and arguing back with this guy. The guy has spoken the gospel. Sit your ass down.
And with all due respect, I love my ladies, bro, especially my wife. But the thing is, they be fucking with our heads, bro. We have to wise up because look,
we gotta fight back, huh?
Yeah, we gotta fight back, bro. And it's all we're doing right now is putting shit on even playing field because they grow up like that. Like think about like Dave said. What Dave Chappelle said. He said, "Look, imagine." He said, "He used to go to places with money. Imagine going to a drug dealer's house or walking through the hood with a backpack full of money, right, strapped to your back.
Yeah,
that's how chicks feel walking through the hood." With that vagina on, you know what I'm saying? Like my wife just popped in the that's how girls feel with a vagina. Like they have a target on their back, so they walking through it, you know. So they have to learn how to protect that shit.
That must be a rough thing to carry. That's a concealed weapon, ain't it?
Right? I mean, they have all the power, but they get all the smoke.
Well, you know what? I think he laid some good gospel. I got to get to our final question here, and this one may scar us, and but we have to go.
Scarred, bro.
Yeah, we have to go here, and it hurts my feelings to take it here, but in a way it doesn't. Tell me, how fucked up were you that moment when you opened the door and you saw your parents expressing themselves? We all been there. No. Started off, Acey.
It was one of those things where it's so funny. It's one of those things where they're reaching for the door, like knowing the door is far, the bed and the door are far away from each other. But as soon as you open the door, they want to reach for it. No!
Yeah. Like you didn't see what you didn't see.
All right, it's too late. Too late.
So your life was ruined at that point.
It was like if he dies, he dies.
Wild Child, have you been here?
I will never forget. I think I was like 10 or something, G. What I tell you.
I'm going to take a shot.
Please, in Jesus' name, take one for me too. Lord Jesus, 5 double up. You know what I'm saying? Won't he will. You know?
Cleanse me, cleanse.
Yeah, right? I need that alcohol through and through, you know what I'm saying? Because I might, you know what I'm saying? I need, you know what I'm saying?
How you
but I was 10 and I was like hungry or something. And like I wasn't about to make me no sandwich. I kind of want some food.
Yeah.
So I walked to my mama's room. Our room was in the back of the house. Mama's room was in the front of the house. And I walked in. And at this time, I never forget it. At this time, my mama had a water bed.
Oh.
Dog, a water bed.
Rock the boat.
So I walk in and all I see is this motion right here. Like it's like a whole wave going on, bro.
She on top?
Nah, he was on top.
Oh, so you definitely saw things you didn't want to see.
Man. And it wasn't no little dude either. It was that 250, 300 plus dude.
So it was Ving Rhames.
I didn't really even see my mama, to be honest. But man, all I see was like a whole wave, dog.
You might be all right. It might have just been him and a can of Murray's.
Bro, I don't know, bro. That's all I remember. I don't want no more of the details. That's all I remember.
Dr. Miller, go ahead and take us there.
Oh hell, man! It's funny that you asked me after him because I never saw anything, but in my house is my mom, my stepdad, and there was no doors in there anywhere in this house. I don't know why. Scariest house I ever fucking lived in. No doors in any of the rooms except the bathroom.
So it was a hut,
No, it was a big ass house with no fucking doors, bro.
maybe an igloo.
But check this shit out. Check this shit out. So, my room is at the end of the hall, at the top of the stairs. Literally, you had to walk through mine like the game room. Anyway, so I never saw anything, but I would wake up some nights, and they had a waterbed too. So you would hear,
Yeah.
You're like a whale off in there.
Like ocean
imagine,
waves.
yeah,
goddamn,
imagine part of this shit is soothing. You hear the
right. Goddamn sleep sounds and shit.
and then you wake. But so I'm waking up to this shit like, bro. It's. I'm so glad I never saw anything. But that visualization, I don't even know how to. Yeah.
No,
Never
the
saw
imagination, the fact that you had to imagine it
Yeah,
is
that's
what made it worse.
Yes, on the head, right there.
Yeah.
I've had it, and imagine I was about 8 or 9, about maybe between 8 and 10 years old, and I'm having to imagine this from all the Cinemax I've seen.
Right.
These sounds going to
Cinemax at night. Yeah.
Yeah, that Emmanuel.
You know what I mean?
That's it, right?
Yeah.
I got Emmanuel in my head, and I hearing these fucking ocean sounds, and then
Oh, no. Then that butt cheek applause was going.
Now you gotta imagine what position and all this stuff that can take a toll on you as a kid.
I think that the cerebralness of it was the most damaging
Shit
part,
fucked you up, man.
Yeah.
That's too
Yeah.
funny.
Scorp, what did you experience?
I never experienced none of that.
Oh, your parents was low key. Well,
My dad was out. My
ninjas.
dad worked, so my dad worked. He had that swing shift, 2-week day, 2-week night.
so let me
And
rephrase the question for you.
if they ever did something, they always went out of town. Or when we were grown, we went at the house. So.
Oh, so they just hold it down till you turn 18.
Your daddy wouldn't get no ass until you got out the fucking house.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't believe
Like,
this.
this nigga's probably like,
I'm
you
dead
never coming
serious.
back.
So they let me know that they
Hey.
probably was doing it for when you was at school or something. They
Yeah.
probably had a different schedule or
They
something.
did. We went at the house.
So let me
That's-
rephrase the question then. If you never seen it, had there ever been a time that the door was closed and you just pretty much, you was like, I know what's going on. You may not have heard it, you may not have seen it, but it was a time you was in the house and you just put 2 and 2 together. Hey,
You know,
what? Oh man, you was raised up in that Family Matters household.
That's you know what?
Nah, fuck that. His mama and daddy were just ninjas.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And
Them
look,
just
I
help.
can feel your daddy's pain on that shit because that's my son, bro. Since he's been born, bro. Like it's been like niggas have to like, hey, look, we called each other before we at work. Like, hey,
You put it on
he
your
code words
schedule?
like, hey, so yeah, he was like, I'm coming home early today. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, so we good? Like, yeah, we good. So nigga had to roll up in there. I had to figure out how to get off work. We meeting at the house like we
You put it on your Google calendars and everything, and
yeah.
So the 27th of this month, good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta know when the cycle right and all that shit. Like, oh well, damn, we got to get it in. We only got a couple more days.
yeah,
You
look,
got it between the 8th and the 14th. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
You
be-
gotta hit that quota, bro.
look, you send the invite and then you gotta click accept. And
Right? Fucking Google Outlook calendar.
yeah.
goddamn emails and outlooks and all this evites and whatnot.
She has accepted your invitation to fuck on Friday.
Yeah, right. This
Location anywhere in the house.
right, the conference room. When it happened to me, I woke up one night and I did the worst thing I could have ever done, because similar to Dr. Miller's household, we had doors in our household, but a lot of our room didn't have doors and a lot of other rooms didn't. But my mama had a door, but she had one of them doors with no knob. So if the door was closed, it was still pretty much open, and you can't lock it or nothing like that. But on this day, the door was open, and I jumped off my little bump bed and had my little dangling feet there, and I jumped off and headed to the restroom. Something told me as I was passing her room, don't look to your left. Just go to the restroom and go back to the room.
You didn't do that.
As I proceeded down the hall, a curious young boy looks to his left, and he heard his stepfather going, "Oh, yeah." So I said, maybe mama bought a moose home from work or something. So I found out it wasn't a moose when I looked to my left and saw my mother aboard of my stepfather.
Yep,
Now,
you hit the mule.
and yeah, so it was Bullwinkle. It was a moose. It was Bullwinkle there. So I come out after I went ahead and used the restroom and proceeded to caress my eyeballs to see, just tell myself it was a dream. As I came out the restroom, I was greeted with my mother in a robe, and she wanted to make me some oatmeal and make me think about something else.
Your ass asleep. Don't touch my food.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was trying to be nice. You want me to make you some oatmeal? No one.
You know what I think? I think she was trying to feel me out. Like, I don't think he's seen it. I don't think he's seen it. So I'm gonna just ask him questions. So how you been? How's school? And you want some oatmeal? I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you what I saw. So you could just give me the oatmeal. I'm gonna go back to sleep. It's gonna take me a long time to get back to sleep, but we just gonna
bury this shit.
Yeah, we're just gonna not discuss it.
Going to the grave.
And that's how we living. But I know it hurts your feelings here at Velvet Vibes when we gotta close that door and depart. We can talk this bullshit all day. We could talk this bullshit all night. But I want to get to my hair grease and I want to smack a butt cheek tonight. And I think we all can agree. So with that being said, first off, I did not give a shout out to From the Bottom. I got to give a shout out to From the Bottom podcast. Shout out to the Waves movement, actually, on Instagram as well. That's been showing love to all the San Antonio podcasts. Now, I always like to give the guests time to talk your shit. You got to talk your shit a little bit at the beginning, but if you got anything coming up, if you got merch, if you got a website, if you got a twerking contest, anything you need to promote, push that shit. Chris Miller, talk about it. If you got anything, talk about it. We listening.
So yeah, we're going full Bobby Digital now. In a couple of weeks, we're gonna pick back up. Y'all can go to the Chris Miller Show right now to catch all my podcasts. You can go to chrismillershow.com. You can go, and we're gonna be doing shows live every Thursday at 7. We're gonna be doing a big show on solar coming up here next week with Lacey Smith is gonna be on talking about solar. It's gonna be a big show. We're gonna some things that we need to know, but man, I just want to say this. Thank you for allowing me to come on, man. It's always been an honor. I'm glad y'all fellas came on my show. We're gonna keep doing these more and more.
Thanks.
You can go look on Chris Miller Show on Apple Podcasts. Soon to be on probably Anchor FM and then Omni FM. But look, I'm gonna say this. All y'all heard what I said before. I'm plugged in, bro, on both sides. I'm telling y'all. We need to just sidestep this, distance ourselves from what's going on, and repair our own shit. We have deep scars, deep wounds in our own communities that we need to fix, bro. These white folk are not going to fix our fucking problems. They're not going to give us no free. They're not giving everything that they've ever said they're giving us for free. It came as a great price, bro. The only thing that we're ever going to do the only things that we're ever going to get are the things we give ourselves. I'm tired of hearing, oh, well, we need love us. Fuck that, bro. We don't need to beg them to love us. We don't need that shit, bro. The world loves us just for us. Now we need to start loving ourselves. We need to start loving ourselves. Stop killing ourselves. Stop fucking beating our kids. Stop telling our kids they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? We are shit. We are the shit, and everybody else knows that we need to figure that shit out.
And I do gotta say, somewhere out there, maybe somewhere over the rainbow, where you're out there listening to this podcast, and when he said quit beating your kids, you was holding a switch in your hand. Out there in Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, you was out there. Yeah, you was out that way, and you were listening to this podcast, and you're holding a switch that you just braided together and peeled the leaves off and put that rubber band on it, but you just dropped it, and you took little Danny in the corner right now, and you said, "Son, the reason that I don't want you to hit your sister is because you gotta respect women." And then little Danny understood, and then you took that switch outside, and you just threw it out there, and you let nature take its course. And if you didn't have a switch, if you had a big white John Witherspoon belt, rest in peace, you put that belt right back on your waist, and you put them Tic Tac Stacey Adams on, and you kept it pimping. Now, Acey, talk your shit.
Amen. Amen.
Well, this Sunday on Radioactive Podcast from ESPN to the podcast, we have Benjamin Blaxican Whitaker on. So you guys make sure y'all tune in, man. Yeah, we got the boxing man from San Antonio on the podcast this Sunday.
Yes.
Radioactive Podcast, man. Tune in. It's gonna be live.
Tapped in. You got where can they find you? Tell them, give them all that stuff.
Oh yeah, so on Facebook, Radioactive Podcast. On Instagram, Radioactive_podcast. Yes. Oh, YouTube as well, Radioactive Podcast. You see the little superhero on there.
Hey man, I talk my shit. Scorp, S.A. Wild Child, y'all got anything brief to leave them with?
Go ahead, Scorp.
Oh man, it's been a blast working with y'all, man. As always, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, as black people, we all gotta start sticking together, man. You know, stop all this killing each other. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna say this: I hate election day. I hate it with a passion because it's fucking up Scorp Huncho Day. That's my birthday. So
Well, let's celebrate that shit. Fuck the elections.
So all this gonna be about my election, about this election day, but I'm
Get you
still
some
not gonna
berries
let it
and Blue
stop
Man.
my day.
He said he's trying to get some election.
Yeah.
So
Woo!
Erection too.
but
He trying
it's
to
been
go
a
some
blast.
polls.
It's been a blast, you know what I'm saying, working with y'all. Never Bad Podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's been a blast. Glad to have a guest on Corey Miller Show, the Radioactive Podcast. I be tuning in on the Radioactive Podcast too. I get
That's what's up.
I be getting a notification every time y'all go on live.
Now you just gave a shout out to C Murder when you said Corey Miller, the Chris Miller show.
I mean, the Chris and Cook Show.
but shout out to C Murder as well.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Millers.
There you go.
Hey,
All the Millers.
We're the Millers looking ass, the black version.
right.
S.A. Wild Child, you got any gospel to drop on anybody out there on the streets?
Man, it's always a pleasure being on the show. You know, VVP, we do this to the day we die.
Man.
Radioactive Podcast, Chris Miller Show, man. Y'all sound like y'all dropping extreme knowledge, you know what I'm saying, coming with the inquiries and the at mentions, you know what I'm saying, that everybody need, you know.
You came in at the fun part. It was spicy before you got here. You'll see that soon.
Yeah, that's a hashtag everybody needs to hear it, you know. But it's always good. I'm definitely I'm pretty sure I personally don't follow you guys, but I will now going forward. So appreciate you guys tuning in and coming through for the podcast, showing everybody love. So we appreciate that, and ain't no news like the new news. So definitely look forward to hearing some more.
And as Chris Miller dropped on us, everyone need to get strapped up. And we're not talking about with something that you've been a young lady over with. Now, with that being said, I'll go for it.
One thing, hey, I don't know if y'all can see my shirt, but it's my brother's deal. It says smile on it, but it's I'm tripping right now. Why I can't think of it. His name's Rashad. It's called
if you need to grab your device.
Yeah, Brightside Productions. But you can check out Brightside Productions. Go to look at Rashad Strong. You get one of these shirts, man. It's inspiring smiles daily, man. He's a good dude. He's out there just to try to make the world happy. But yeah, sorry, I forgot that earlier.
No, that's actually perfect because that go with my closing remark that I say every week. Smile, but don't let the world see because them bitches might try to hate on you. Shout out to your daddy, and then definitely a shout out to you.
Mama.
Yeah.
Out this thing, baby. Y'all be cute. Don't do nothing I won't do. Remember, don't smoke crack. Thank you.